Antjuan. How are you this morning?
I want to thank you guys for having me on. I'm excited to be on with you guys. Sounds like we're gonna have a good time. But I'm doing good this morning. I'm excited. I'm a morning guy, so I wake up ready to go.
Are you a first cup coffee first thing in the morning, or you just wake up with energy?
No, I just wake up. As soon as my feet hit the ground, I'm ready. I'm rolling.
He's the kind of guy that when his feet hit the ground, the devil goes, he's up. Here we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, going through this draft process and everything that you've already been exposed to, what's one curveball that maybe has come your way so far, really soon and early into this process that you weren't expecting?
Um, Honestly, nothing. I just keep an open mind going into everything. I try not to be surprised. So I try to just expect anything. Not get my hopes up about certain things or what may happen, what can't happen. I just take everything one day at a time and just keep moving forward.
That's awesome. I love that mentality. Just enter into a day with energy and then not be surprised and keep moving forward. Big Law, what do you got for this young man?
First of all, I gotta ask the question, man. Where's the dog? All right,
He,
where's the dog?
He's at home. He's at home right now. My mom's. I just wanted to be locked in right now. And just focus on myself. But I definitely miss him.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna try to go back home and see him. That's my
Yeah,
guy.
man. Yeah, man. I know. I seen the interview before. You had your dog. I was like, hey, there you go. I love that. I love it. I'm an animal guy, so I appreciate that. But a question for you. I have a couple for you. How did you get out of Ann Arbor? And make it to Sparty? I mean, who does that, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of folks know that if you're from Ann Arbor, you are amazing blue. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you get in the green? Let me know. How did that happen? How did that come about?
Michigan State, they just recruited me harder than Michigan did. I felt like I had better relationships. I had better relationships with the coaching staff, with the players. I had another guy that year in Ann Arbor with me, Hunter Rison. He was coming out of Ann Arbor sideline, and he went to Michigan State with me. But like I said, we just had a great relationship. I had a great relationship with Coach D, Coach Tressel, Coach Snyder. Those are probably my three lead recruiters. Coach Samuel helped out as well. But every time I went up to Michigan State, it felt like home. And I really appreciated them for that. I couldn't have won anywhere better.
All right. So, with that being said, I guess if you had to emulate your game to somebody, who do you emulate? Whenever you play, who do you look at and say, okay, I can kind of sculpt my game after how they play?
One guy, I've really just been watching a lot of is Bobby Wagner. I try. No, I'm not saying I'm like him, but I try to play like him. You know what I mean? Just the physical ability he brings to the game, his leadership. Bringing in every play. He's everything what a linebacker should want to be. Should want to at least aspire to be, and even off the field, he's a great individual. He constructed his own contract. He's been on the I believe it's Forbes magazine. He's done a lot of great things, So he's just somebody I admire and just would like to be like, So if I see something in his game that I really like or that's really good, I try to do it myself.
I appreciate that. I love that pick. I really do. You're very active. I mean that is something that every linebacker, especially middle linebacker, should aspire to be. And being that you played the middle, I played linebacker in my playing days, so I kind of get it. At 6 feet, 225, you're very active. And you have to, when you're scraping, you really get to where you got to get to. But my question is, when we're talking 3-4-4-3, do you think you can play in both schemes? Because you're going to get these questions from the pros, whenever you get some more interviews.
Yeah, I feel I can do anything. I can play off the ball. I feel I can play on the edge. I can strike people. I go sideline to sideline. I can drop in coverage. I can do man to man. In my opinion, it's not really too many things. It's not really anything that I can't do. I put my tape up against anybody's. It doesn't matter. I shock, I strike people, I tackle. I can do everything you ask a linebacker to do. So I don't shy away from a challenge or anything like that.
See, man, you get me hyped now. LB stand up. You know what I mean? I love it, brother. I love it. I thank you. Thank you. John Murphy, you next. You go ahead and get it, DT. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I love it. Linebacker stand up. What's up?
So I guess we now have the explanation why there was a little.
I can't hear you, John. I can't hear it.
Can you guys?
I can hear John. I don't know what's.
I can hear John.
So if you guys want to share it with them, to me, there always seemed to be a little extra effort.
Can you guys possibly tell me what he's
saying?
I cannot hear what he's saying. I see him talking.
We'll repeat his question to you. Just we'll get it. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, yeah, so, I'm sorry about that.
There always seemed to be a little extra incentive when he played against Michigan, other than the factor that it was an in-state rivalry. Some of his best games of his career, came against them. Is that explained by the factor that they didn't really try to keep the hometown guy there?
So he was saying you always seem to be extra motivated playing against Michigan. Some of your best games came against Michigan. So is that the moment now, or is that the key to why? Is because they didn't work hard enough to keep the hometown kid there?
I mean that's a little bit of it. My freshman year, I actually coming out of 8th grade and my freshman year, I went to the Michigan camps and I did their 4-day camps. I didn't just do like the 1-day camps. I did their 4-day camp. So we stayed the whole week, stayed in the dorm, got to wear the gear, got to meet like Devin Gardner and like their players and meet the coaches and stuff like that. So, I kind of started to like Michigan. And then when I started getting recruited and I realized pretty much nobody from Michigan was talking to me or like nothing, it was kind of like, all right, I kind of got to let go of the feelings that I had for him, and then just keep an open mind to everything and keep all my doors open and whatnot. But that definitely played a little bit of it. And then just the whole rivalry, everything being just meshed together, from the past, games in the past, former players, and then the stuff those guys say in the media, how they look at us, how they talk to us, like everything, I just found a lot of this stuff just to be, disrespectful, out of line, but it's Michigan, and they do that. So, we weren't surprised, and we just bring an extra edge, some extra juice to that game, and as a leader, it's important to make sure the guys know that's a big week, that's a big game. When you play against Michigan, you got to have your best game. The seniors got to have their best games against Michigan in order to win. That's just how it is. It's a nasty physical game. You're gonna talk trash. You're gonna get after it, and the best teams are gonna win. The most physical team is gonna win that day.
Now, as a captain and a man who's a leader on that team, you just mentioned it. What are some leadership traits that you bring to the locker room, that you bring to workouts, that an NFL team needs to know about? What are some leadership things? Give us some specific characteristics, traits, or actions that you do that make that leadership role a natural one for you to move into.
Energy. I'm gonna bring it every day. I always want to be there. I'm always looking for things to do. I'm sure with the right attitude. And I'm gonna keep everybody going. I'm a firm believer in just pulling guys along, getting guys going, whether guys are up or down. Everybody's got to be on the same page, moving in the same direction. And that's the most important thing, having everybody on the same page, because when you're out there, it's 11 guys out there. Everybody has to do their job for the offense, defense, and special teams. Everything goes hand to hand. It can't be offense doing a really good job and defense not doing their job, as in doing their assignments, doing what they're supposed to be doing, and then the special teams guy has to do their jobs and follow through as well. Everything is working hand to hand, and it's important to make sure everybody knows that, and everybody knows that they have a piece of the puzzle, and they have to do their job, and they're 111. They can't go out of that. And accountability. I'm gonna be accountable for everything I have to do, whether that's on or off the field. You need me to do something on the field. You ask me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I hold others accountable for what they have to do or what they want to do, for as goals, aspirations, and things like that. I try to hold everybody around me accountable.
When you're holding somebody accountable, are you a guy who jumps in their face and confronts them? Are you a confrontational guy, or are you a guy that pulls them to the side, throws your arm around them, says, "Hey, young buck, let's go talk about why this doesn't going to work right here"?
I feel it's based on the players, based on the individual. Some guys, they don't respond to that well. It's I mean, you might get in the guy's face or raise your tone at a guy, and he might back off and go into a shell. Then it's guys where you got to love up a little bit. It's guys that don't mind somebody raising their tone or getting in their back end. So it's just you got to know your players. You got to know your personnel.
Man, I love that, man.
Well, I was gonna say, he already knows
leadership, baby.
Leadership 101 right there. But he also knows how to handle the press conference with he didn't say getting their ass, he said getting their back end. So I was like, whoa, I'm taking notes on that one. I was like, wow, he didn't miss a beat on that one. He went right after get out to the back end. So real quick, who's your agent and where are you going to be training while you're training to get ready for these off-season stuff?
Harold Lewis, National Sports Agency. Those are my agents. I love those guys. They're always there for me. Anything I need, they always come through. Or if anything I need to do, they let me know. They're not scared to tell me how it is or tell me the truth. And I appreciate them for that. And I'm actually training out here in Michigan with my guy Jim Kilbasso. He's been in the business for quite some time now. And we get after it. Every day we grind. It's about I say 3.5, 4 hour workout, maybe do like an hour and a half to 2 hours of just combine stuff, and then the rest of the time we're lifting, doing position stuff. Whatever needs to be done, we do it. And we're not leaving the building until we got a full days of work.